America, we are live.
We are mobile.
We are mobile. America, we don't quit here. The Dagobah doesn't know what that word means. I can't say that about every entity in our lives, and we'll get into that in a minute. But I can tell you this, that here in the Dagobah, the redoubtable and high questionable one, if we are nothing else, we are that. Redoubtable and questionable. But quitting? No. Not in our forte. Welcome to a THC Thursday. Again, the redoubtable, the question one is IDD Thursday, I don't disagree, segment one, NFL recap. I know it's Thursday. We are watching a Donnie in the making right now in the fourth quarter. The Green Bay Packers up 17-10.
I was going to
the
pick
Commanders.
Green Bay. I don't know about
We
you.
were both going to pick Green Bay because they added some guy from Dallas, was it? Somebody heard that?
Micah.
Muka?
Pretty sure Pete used to call him Mika, which is kind of silly.
Not to be confused with the Alan Parsons Project, boys and girls. If you know, you know. Think Chicago Bulls anthem, Michael Jordan days. The point is, look, the Green Bay Packers were a playoff contender before they added him. Now you have to start talking about Super Bowl contender. They dismantled the Detroit Lions on Sunday.
They
dismantled them, and this guy wasn't even 100% yet.
Well, and I think he only played 20 snaps.
Yeah, he did. I mean, so
Jordan Love looks legit.
Jordan Love looks healthy and pissed off, and he's got a receiving core. He's got a bulldozer running back, Josh Jacobs, who I have in fantasy. He's having a pretty solid night right now. They seem to have all the tools right now. It's early. Yes, it's early.
Well-rounded.
But if you're going to tell me that they're going to open up and they're going to beat Detroit and Washington, which right now, I mean, there's still a whole fourth quarter to go ahead.
Yeah.
Washington can still win this game. If they start out 2-0 with two teams like that, you kind of got to bump them up just a bit.
Yeah.
Just a bit.
Now they're getting them both at Lambeau, which helps.
It does.
But either way, great wins.
I don't care where you're playing. Those are two.
Great
Those are two of the top 4 or 5 teams in the conference.
Those are two Super Bowl hopefuls.
They are. So I'm not going to begrudge them that. 2-0 against those two, we'll take it. But we'll see. This is not over. And again, if there's still, what is that, 11 and a half, 11:45 to go.
11:40.
We'll keep you updated on that throughout this show.
We've got
tonight.
it on the big screen.
I got it on the big screen. But here on the little screen, let's get back. Now, I don't know who wants to throw up first, him or me. I would say me because they were playing said team who was in the NFC Championship game last year on their turf, and their defense literally did exactly. It was 14-6 in the fourth quarter. The G-men were in that game. If they could have got anything out of that offense, because the defense did their job.
Dude, it's the same thing, though. Well, I will say this. The defense looked okay. And I think if you go back and watch it, Washington helped their defense out. They had, oh, wow. Big run. Jeez, what the fuck?
He tripped over the 23-yard line.
Jeez, yeah.
Watch out for that 23-yard line, America. It's a doozy.
I mean, it's
uneven. It's a real.
No, so Washington, a couple times, maybe 2-3 times on third down, just dropped open passes.
It happens.
Washington had a bunch of penalties that helped us. But the defense, I don't hate it. A couple things I did hate about it was that the line of Burns, Thibodeau, Dexter Lawrence, and Abdul Carter, they were only on the field together for 8 snaps.
Why? 8 snaps?
Your guess is as good as mine.
8 snaps.
Yeah, Abdul Carter only played 30-something snaps.
Well, that's odd.
It's dumb.
That's dumb.
It's fucking stupid.
That's dumb. You didn't draft that
Put
kid.
your best package on the field.
Where did they pick him? Or freshman?
3.
He was the 3rd pick.
And the only reason he wasn't the first pick is because a fucking quarterback and a Shohei Ohtani fucking went
the Heisman Trophy winner, right? Number 2.
Yeah. So,
yep.
That was annoying. Our linebackers also look slow as fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know how much rush. I think we gave up 200+ yards rushing. I don't know what it was.
Look, that offense with Deebo Samuel and McLaurin on the outside, that's as good of a 1-2 as you'll find in this league right now. And by the way, Jaden Daniels is as mobile a quarterback as you will find in this league right now. So you can talk about yards. I get it. But the bottom line, and this is what made the Patriots great, was points.
Yeah, it was an 8-point game in the fourth quarter.
They were in the game.
But
they're in the game.
The only team in the NFL that didn't score a touchdown, you guessed it, was the New York fucking Giants.
Which begs the question, Brian Daboll, what the tits?
I'm so done with
what
this
the tits are you doing? You've got a Hall of Fame quarterback under center. You've got a first-round draft pick. You got a number 1 receiver on the outside. You've got a pretty good running back. You got a pretty good. What is the fucking problem?
It's a lack of creativity. If you watch the play calls, dude, I think they ran 11 plays inside the 10. They ended up with 6 points. Or 3 points, because one of the field goals was from farther out.
11 plays inside the 10.
Yeah.
3 points?
3 points from those plays. You know, and...
Something stinks in here, Tom, and I don't like the smell.
Oh, my God.
It's not him.
It's
not him.
It's the offensive philosophy, play design, however you want to talk about it. It's been the same thing since Dable's been here.
Yeah.
Now, we had that first year with Saquon and Daniel Jones where it was, you know, heavy run attack, short passes.
But even the running game, they got creative with things.
Well, you had Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, but they also had Daniel Jones running. They were a dual threat.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
They had something unique. Where's the creativity?
It's non-existent. On their first play from the 1 yard line, 1st and goal, because there was a penalty in the end zone.
Yeah.
This fucking idiot brings in our rookie offensive lineman. Okay, rookie, his first game in the NFL, and he's not even a starting lineman.
Okay.
They bring him in. He's eligible. They try to run a trick play and throw it to him. And Washington saw it and just, you know, jammed the fucking guy at the line. Wilson turns and has nowhere to go with the ball, and they get nothing. And then on the next play, I think they ran 3 receivers into the same fucking corner. It's like, my God, Brian Dable, where did you get this moniker as the offensive QB genius?
Here's my thing. And I didn't see this play, or I probably would have thrown up in my drink. And I saw it. Who's your best offensive weapon?
Malik Neighbors.
Stop. If this ass clown is what he thinks he is, why on 1st and goal from the 1, if you have a questionable offensive line, is your Hall of Fame quarterback who can still run in the shot, not in the shotgun, and flanked on one side of him, Neighbors?
Makes no sense.
Because honestly, that's all you would have had to do.
Yeah.
You cannot tell me that your number 1 option down there was a rookie offensive lineman.
Never.
And not Malik Neighbors. And this goes to offensive play calling and what makes offensive coordinators great. They know who their best players are, and regardless of the situation, they have a play or a set of plays to get said player involved.
You also have fucking bull in the china shop Cam Scatabo.
I'm saying
From
there's a couple of ways, but I'm saying there's a number of ways you could do this. I mean, you could have
him. You could go play action to Scatabo right to Neighbors.
You could have Neighbors go in motion across the formation to pull and have Scatabo, or to his point, you know, you have him dive off tackle, or you play fake, you roll him out, and you have Neighbors in the flat and the pattern, so it's a run pass option. There's a number of things you could have done with this talent pool, and I'm hearing about a rookie offensive tackle.
Yeah.
I want to throw up in the name of my team.
That's pathetic.
That's pathetic.
Now, one thing has to be said. Andrew Thomas, their starting left tackle, is hurt. And that's major for them because apparently without him, they're the worst offensive line, known to fucking man.
We said this a couple weeks ago. You name me a team that loses their offensive tackle that isn't fucked.
Well, the Jets. I mean, the Jets lost their well, maybe it was left guard. But they ran for, 182 against the fucking Steelers? They look good.
They was very good.
Now, they also have Justin Fields, so their running game is a little more...
He's a dual threat, and they used him that way. And that's the best way to use him.
Dude,
that's good play calling.
Right.
I mean...
Now, what I saw a lot of online, people are killing Russell Wilson. And, at first I was like, man, he really didn't have a lot of time. But there was a lot of times where... he would just roll out of the pocket for no reason.
I heard it was one read and he ran.
Yeah.
He never went through.
But he didn't even run. It was like, he just kind of like, it was like, oh, fuck, where do I go? There was no purpose. There was one time where they actually had a good pocket for him, and he rolled out right into the pressure. And I don't respect everybody's opinion that I see, but Brian Baldinger had a couple videos on it.
Yeah.
And... he was like, usually you say, it's not as good as it looks, it's not as bad as it looks, once you see the film. And he goes,
most of the time that's true.
And he goes, but with this time,
the
film was worse than I thought. He said it was actually worse than
this time. It was actually as bad as it looked.
No, it was worse than it looked. Because he went back and he looked and he was like, this is just bad football. And he was like, I don't see why you would keep Russell Wilson in another week. And I'm just like, jeez. I thought if the offensive line is going to suck, what are you going to do bringing Jackson Dart in?
But to your point, if he's had some time and instead of going through his reads, he's rolling out into the pressure.
Yeah.
That's happy feet. That's happy feet. That's a different thing.
Right.
That's a different animal. That is a veteran quarterback who's taken a couple of hits too many.
Yeah.
And now he's afraid to get hit again. And if that's true,
he's not worth anything.
That's a different problem.
Yeah.
And I hope that's not the case, but that could be it. Again, that's one game.
Right.
We'll see what happens.
This game will tell us a lot.
Well, Dallas doesn't have a pass rush, so if he can't get time against these guys, we'll talk about. We're going to make the picks in segment 2.
Yeah.
We'll get to, but I will just on that before we get to the pages. This will tell us everything because if he can't sit in that pocket and get to his third read against the Dallas Cowboys, there's a major problem. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. So, but again, overall, I thought the Giants were in that game on the road against a very good opponent. And they were in the game in the fourth quarter. Nobody had them winning that game.
No.
But the ineptitude of the offense from the play calling to what the quarterback was doing is what doomed them.
Exactly. And I think the reason I was so frustrated when and obviously in some of those texts I was kidding.
I was kidding too. I'm not saying you should.
Right.
I didn't mean that. I was joking.
I know, but when I said, I can't remember what I said. The Giants are fucked.
If I was watching what he was watching, I probably would have said the same shit.
The tough part is it's the same. It's the same thing. It
same
looks
vanilla.
like the same thing.
It's the same vanilla sundae with no sprinkles.
Yes.
There's no hot fudge.
I mean, it's fucking.
There's not even the cherry on the top of the sundae.
It's vegan vanilla.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vegan vanilla.
It's vegan vanilla.
That's a redoubtable one. That's one of his.
Vegan vanilla with white sprinkles.
White sprinkles.
Have you ever even seen white sprinkles? I guess they have the little circle.
I have, but usually they're on something chocolate.
Yeah.
Not vegan vanilla.
Vegan vanilla with white sprinkles in a white plastic spoon.
That's
what it was. In a white styrofoam cup. That's what our offense was. And honestly, that's what our fucking defense was too. Kudos to them. They did get to Daniels a few times. But
he is as mobile. I'll tell you, he's a pain in the ass. He's one of the 2 or 3 hardest guys in the league to sack. Because what I love about Jay, that's the thing. I love about Jay. He will extend the play. He's like Mahomes already, and he'll wait till the last minute before he ducks and runs. He'll keep trying to throw that ball until he gets the last scrimmage, and then he'll duck and run. He won't just put it down and go.
Yeah.
And that's why he's so dangerous and so difficult to deal with.
Right.
So
super poised.
He's
you never see him.
If you saw him if you saw him at LSU. This is what he was.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so I tell you right now, I said I was hoping that they would fuck up and the Patriots fall to 3, but I knew the Commanders had new management. They weren't fucking this up.
Yeah.
Okay, switching gears to the Patriots, they did not fuck up, but there's a problem right now with the Patriots offense, and again. It's one game. I don't want to blow it out of proportion. I've already come down off my 12-5 if everything went right soapbox. Everything had to go right. So far, no, but already they don't have Gonzalez, all-pro corner. Well, there's your perfect season. Or 12-5.
What's the deal with him?
He's questionable for Miami this week. I hope he plays. He's questionable.
But tell me the score again of the
It's 20-13. They were ahead at the half. The Patriots were in control of that game for about a quarter and a half, but they couldn't get the ball rolling on offense. And the thing about it was Drake May was missing throws that you just don't miss. And from the start, after the first series where he missed 2 guys wide open, he overthrew them.
Deep throws or
no?
Slants?
These were gimmies. These were pitch and catches. These were 7 yards, 10 yards. He overthrew Hunter Henry, who was like 6'5", twice. Okay, in the first half.
Was it raining?
It was raining. The ball was wet, but he's played in. That's not. You can't. No. I'm not
making
buying
an excuse.
No. People ask the question too, and it's a valid question. But these weren't that.
Yeah.
These were
overthrows.
These were nervous Nelly throws. And look, I want to be fair here because it doesn't seem like up there they're being fair because they never are up there.
Yeah.
He's in a brand new offense. There was no way he was going to master this in 4 months. There is no fucking way.
And McDaniels probably has a complicated offense. Right?
He has a very complicated offense. Now, in the end, he will, if he gets through this, and again, he's going to have rough patches. Here's the thing. He played bad, and he threw for 287 and a touchdown. And a lot of people said awful. awful, 287 and a touchdown. Now the pick he threw was awful. He overthrew Diggs in the seam, and Diggs was open. He overshot him, and that was the turnover. That's when everything changed. The Pats were actually moving the ball. That was down at the Raider 30 when he threw it. They were going in, and he threw that touchdown.
I saw the pick.
That was terrible. He overthrew Diggs. He missed Diggs by about 4 yards. If he threw where he was supposed to, Diggs catches it about the 34, 35-yard line, and he either goes down or he dives forward. But that was the first down.
Well, the other thing is he hasn't really had any time to get on the same page with Diggs.
This is the other thing. He has not had a lot of time with this guy. Diggs had 6 catches for 57 yards. That's
Not
on
bad.
pace for 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
And again, they're not in sync yet. The Raiders have Pete Carroll. What is he known for? Defense. Who's on the Max Crosby's one of the best down linemen in all of football. He's an all-pro. They've got him. Okay, they've got Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers is arguably the best tight end in the league already. He had 100 yards and left the game with an injury in the third quarter.
That's my fantasy.
Okay,
tight
freaking the quarterback was a Pro Bowler 2 of the last 3 years.
end. Yeah, Gino knows.
Gino knows what he's doing. He's a 10-year vet. He threw for 330. Oh, and your all-pro corner didn't play. So why do you think he threw for 330? Well, I'm pretty sure if Gonzalez was out there, that doesn't happen.
You guys couldn't get to him.
We did 4 sacks. But it was a hit or miss. If we either got to him, I mean, this is where
If they got to him, he gave him 10 seconds.
But
to
here's
throw.
the problem. They had multiple chances to win this game. The defense, 3rd and 20. 3rd and 20. 3rd and 11. They go an all-out blitz. You don't call an all-out blitz with rookie safeties on 3rd and 11. That was a touchdown pass in the first drive of the game.
Vrabel.
That's Vrabel. Vrabel knows again. Again, Vrabel didn't call that. The defensive coordinator, the new guy that he brought in with him, he called it. So you got a young guy is great for all of McDaniel's experience. The defensive coordinator is green. He's green. He may have a lot of concepts and great ideas, but he's green. This is the first game I guess he really called. It was hit or miss.
Yeah.
4 sacks and a turnover, but they gave up a lot of yards. They gave up 9 plays of 20 yards or more.
That's a recipe for disaster.
That's a recipe for disaster. And you can't do that. So, and oh, by the way, special teams shit the fucking bed. They had 2 punts that were less than 30 yards. They missed a field goal. I mean, they shit the bed across the board, and they were in the game. By the way, you know how the game ended? The Raiders converted a 3rd and 20. Because their safety or backup cornerback, got burnt on a go route. How on 3rd and 20 are you getting burnt on a go route? On 3rd and 20, you are playing prevent. You let him catch the ball for 10, 11 yards in front, and you tackle him. You just tackle him. There's no fucking way that should have
They
happened.
threw it over his head.
He came up and bit on a move.
Oh.
I'm like, how are you biting on a move on 3rd and 20?
He wanted the pick 6.
He should have just stayed in front of him. You keep everything in front of you. Again, the play calling was terrible. The execution was even worse.
Yeah.
So that's a game that they should have won that they lost. But again, there was more. Yeah. Here's the good news. Most of these wounds were self-inflicted. That's fixable. It's all fixable. Okay, so as mad as I am, I'm not panicking because I know it's fixable. They still have the 2nd easiest schedule in the league behind the 49ers. So that's not going to change.
But that was one of their.
That was one they should have won. Well, they were at home.
Yeah.
They were at home. Now, when the schedule came out, Gonzalez was going to play. So if he's out there,
won that game.
They should have. But again, play calling and inexperience in the secondary doing them. Cutting Jarrell Peppers and putting Duggar on the bench, who were 2 experienced safeties. If those 2 guys play, none of that shit happens. Because they both know how to tackle and they both know how to read. Yeah. They cut one and benched the other for 2 rookie safeties, and those 2 kids got burned like you read about. Yeah. Jacoby Myers, heard of him? Had a 100-yard day. Why can't we get players like that? Oh, that's right. We couldn't pay $11 million for him. So
he's still on the Raiders.
He burned us. He's a good receiver. He was a 1,000-yard receiver last year.
Yeah.
So he's a good player. We could have gone after him for a trade, but we didn't want to do it. I'm like, you need all the talent you can get. He's a proven 1,000-yard receiver. Why wouldn't you? And he's 28 years old. Why wouldn't you get him? But they didn't go for it.
Didn't they let him go? They had him, right?
That's
when they got Schuster.
They signed Schuster for the same money the Raiders signed him for, because that was Bill Belichick screwing Mac Jones over. Because that was Mac Jones's ticket, number 1 receiver. That was the other thing Bill Belichick did that went under the radar. Again, in this day and age, with offense and everything, what coordinator, what coach lets his number 1 receiver go for $11 million? That's a joke. Of all the stupid things Belichick did, that is quietly at the top.
That's either Belichick or that's Joe Shane for the Giants. He would do something.
He would do something like that. Yeah. He'd let Saquon Barkley go to the Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah. Because he wasn't going to pay him $25 million. Yeah. You donkey.
Oh, how much did you play Darius Slayton? Oh, 36. Okay.
And Saquon wasn't worth 50. Wasn't worth 50 for 3 years.
Saquon got 35.
Yeah, he could have got. He should have got 50 for 3 years.
But he got 35.
Yeah.
He said no to that, but he gave Slayton 36.
And I like Slayton. Slayton's not the primary. He's a good player. Stop badmouthing Slayton.
No,
Slayton.
I don't mean it like that.
But if you could pay Slayton that, you could have paid Saquon 50 over 3 years.
I don't think Slayton had a catch on Sunday, so good job, Slayton.
No, was that Slayton or was that the play calling?
Or was that
After all, you were throwing to rookie left tackles in the red zone.
That's true.
So I don't know how much I blame.
Well, also, Russell Wilson couldn't look up.
Well, that's the thing. He didn't even. How many times was he targeted?
Oh, God.
How many balls were even thrown in his direction? I mean, Russell Wilson had happy feet from what you're saying. So I don't know how much of that I'm going to pin on Slayton. But anyway, the bottom line is this. The Patriots have a big game in Miami this week. The Dolphins are in total disarray. If there's a more dysfunctional team right now than the Miami Dolphins, I want to know who it is.
Well, if you guys lose to the Dolphins,
We're done.
I
would tell you right now the season's probably over. Actually, I can't even say that because they'll probably beat them up in Foxborough.
No, but that team is in shambles.
I know, but it's a game on the schedule that's one of those you could lose.
Did Tyreek Hill get suspended?
I don't know. I know that there was talk. Did that?
Because Waddle's hurt.
Yeah.
I
Waddle,
think.
is Waddle out?
I don't know.
See, I don't know if our number one corner is going to play. He's questionable.
But if
to
Waddle's
me,
hurt, then you guys can.
You can get away with it. Yeah, but if those two both play, Gonzalez has to play. They can't beat them if
What's Waddle's first name?
Jalen or Jalen Waddle, I think. By the way, we're talking to you. The Packers scored. It's 24-10 now.
So he's expected to be questionable. He had a shoulder injury.
Tomorrow's Friday. So the Patriots can't beat the Dolphins if both those two guys play and Gonzalez doesn't. And for one reason. They cut these two veteran safeties. You better have your Pro Bowl corner out there if you're going to cut two veteran safeties for these two rookies who were just lost. These two safeties were lost out there. They were pitiful. They were worse. Everybody's talking about Drake May. I thought the Patriots secondary was worse than Drake May was.
That's not good.
Because Drake May had some good throws. Drake May had some good moments. He was inconsistent. Okay? The secondary sucked all afternoon. If the pressure didn't get there, they got burned, pretty much, except for one turnover. Okay? So I would just say that depending on Waddle's status, if he is a go, Gonzalez better be a go. Because at least that way, you can put Gonzalez on one and double team the other, which is probably what they would do. So I don't know. I know this. Did Waddle play last week?
He did. He got hurt in the third quarter.
Okay.
Said he returned to the game.
Okay.
But I mean, him and Tyreek Hill didn't do it. They didn't do anything.
I'll tell you, whatever defense the Colts were playing, it was probably a shell cover four is what they probably were playing. Where they
Well, I think Indiana Jones was playing offense and defense. He was pulling a Shohei Ohtani.
I've often said Daniel Jones was not the problem.
Well, looks like you're right. Looks like Brian fucking Dable might be.
I'm starting to wonder about Baldzilla.
I mean, dude, I said this.
Starting to wonder.
I said this 2 years ago.
Starting to wonder.
When he was looking at everybody like they were all idiots, and yelling at everybody like they were idiots, not realizing he was the leader of the idiots.
Lord of the idiots.
Lord,
like Costanza. Lord of the idiots.
Yes, he's Lord of the idiots.
Lord of the idiots. Yeah.
And it's starting to feel
He
like
did
that
call
again.
that, to be fair. Tommy called that 2 years ago.
I was sick of it.
He was sick of it already.
And I wish they would have got rid of him and Shane at the end of last season.
Shane should have gone the second.
Oh, my
the
God.
second Saquon Barkley grabbed that Lombardi trophy, Shane should have been handed his walking papers.
Yeah.
I don't know why the fuck he's still breathing. Okay, you got to be shitting me. Of all the people that should be on the street sweeping it right now, it should be Shane.
Yeah.
I mean, that is one step removed or one step below that the Cleveland Browns giving Deshaun Watts' nuts their fucking $230 million. That guy's been Ben Simmons in the NBA. That's what he's been.
I mean, it's a couple steps below letting Tom Brady go to Tampa.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's in the realm.
It's in the realm.
It's in the realm of
It is.
idiocy.
Yeah.
It is. It's in the realm
It's-
of supreme
it's
idiocy.
all-time low fee.
Yep.
All-time-
Supreme stupidity.
And look, no matter whether it's fair or not, when you commit an all-time low fee, you should probably lose your job.
It's not about fair.
Right.
Nobody with a brain will let Saquon Barkley go to a fucking division rival for peanuts.
Eckler, non-contact injury
That's never good.
at his age. That's
You can't put weight on it.
That's probably the Achilles or the ACL.
That's too bad. He's a good player.
Yeah, but he's kind of on the downside, you know.
But he's still a good third down back.
Tough guy.
Yeah, he's tough. He was great in San Diego or LA.
He was awesome.
Yeah. So that's a blow.
Dude, but yeah,
27 to 10 Packers, by the way. Go on.
That was the other thing that made, and I'm not trying to switch the subject, but
No.
the other thing that made the Giant loss so bad was like Daniel Jones putting up 30 with the Colts.
The Colts.
You know, I mean, it's just like
The running back, we know about the running back. He's legit. kind of like Saquon Barkley.
Right, Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor's a jet. But after him,
No, I'm not saying that-
Pittman's all right.
It's good.
He's
It's not even about that team. It's just like the Giants didn't put up 30 points for 2 years. Literally.
He goes and hangs 33 on Miami in week
In
one.
week 1.
And a new offense.
And a new offense. And he's throwing fucking Eli Manning dimes on the sideline.
That's Danny Dimes. Danny Dimes.
I know.
Daniel.
He was no longer 10-cent Danny. Mm-hmm. He was Danny motherfucking Dimes.
Maybe he has a coach who believes in him.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Or maybe he has a coach that like helps him do things he's good at. He ran for 2 touchdowns.
Say that again for the slow people.
Maybe he has a coach who helps him do things he's good at, or allows him to do things he's good at.
This is the mark of a great coach. Great coach doesn't try to change a player. He takes the talent he has, and he asks it only to do what it's capable of, and he sets them up to do what they do best.
Build the game plan around the talent.
That there is coaching 101. I don't care what the sport is.
Yeah.
I don't care what it is. When I don't care if it's hockey, I don't care if it's soccer. You have to know as a coach what type of talent you have on your team. And whatever offensive philosophy you have, it has to be designed around that talent. You can't, I'm going to take the talent and mold it into what I want them to be. That does not work more times than not. And it takes time when it does work, a lot of time. But the quickest way to be successful is, okay, what do these people do well? All right, let's put in things that play to their strengths. I've coached for 30 years. I don't care. Any coach with a brain does this. Okay? The ones that don't are stubborn. They're egomaniacs. Like, no, my system wins. They're going to play my system.
My system makes great players.
Yeah, bingo. Okay?
It's never been the truth.
No, it isn't. I mean, I'll tell you what.
Now, you can find players that fit your system.
The college level is where you see this. I have a system. I'm going to go recruit.
But you got to find people that fit it.
You got to find them and fit it. That's different.
Right.
That's different. Now, if your GM has a brain, which we know this guy doesn't, okay?
Thank you.
He's like, all right, Dayball, how do you want to play this? What do you want to do for offense? And then he goes out and Dayball, I want this type of player. And they go and find them in the draft and free agency. That's how the coach-GM relationship is supposed to work. If you're not going to do it the other way, the conventional way, okay, that's the other way it has to work.
And it appears they did that this time, but Jackson Dart's on the bench. So we still can't actually see it.
You've got what appears to be, again, it's one game. Sunday will tell us a lot.
It will.
If he's doing the happy feet against the Dallas Cowboys pass rush,
he's done.
No bueno.
He's cooked.
No bueno. We're going to come back, segment 2. We are going to pick week 2. All the games. We will also delve into we have 3 college football. College football is going to be great this weekend. There was a Donnie tonight, 2-0 Wake Forest, 2-0 NC State. We will talk about it was 14-14 when I turned it off. I don't know, it was a Donnie. And they were 2 undefeated AC teams. But we will talk about the college top 25 poll as well, and we will delve into those 3 games. That'll also be segment 2 or segment 3. We'll pick it up on the side. Anyway, we'll be back. We're going to find Yoda, Jobu, and, yes, TBTBT. If you're with me.
TBT.
See you on the other side. Red dot. Hold on. Be back soon.